Hey folks, we're going to do one more combat video. I'm not convinced I'll do more unless you have specific requests. Please put those in the comments. Um, but in this video, I wanted to show how ranged combat works. Now, we did hint at how ranged combat works when I think it was the second video where I had a sorcerer casting a fireball. Attack spells that are ranged, like a fireball, work almost identically to the way a ranged weapon works in Dragon's Down. And it's worth noting this symbol here with the little arrow shafts. That is the ranged attack symbol. Any weapon that has that symbol, um, what that means is two things. Number one is if you hit, you have to roll the ranged attack dice and take the worst result you roll and either raise or lower the damage done by whatever is that value. The second thing, and this is the important part, is you can do it from hiding. Okay, and that's called an ambush. In this case, I have snuck and I did pass my hide check. So we're going to try to ambush these orcs from hiding. My hope is that I don't miss my hide roll and I can snipe a couple of these in order to make it an even fight. It is worth noting I do not have um, any armor, so a single hit will kill me. Okay, so I have a sword orc, or actually two sword orcs, an axe orc, and a bow orc that were summoned randomly. I am going to try and go for the kill right away on one of these sword orcs. Now, one could argue, well, why wouldn't you go for the bow orc? And that would be smart, except for because this is the only one that can keep me in the clearing. But it has a really slow attack and a pretty high maneuverability. I don't have the ability to place 4 attack speed cubes, and so I can't auto hit the bow orc. And the truth is, I want to try right away to take down one of these sword orcs and get them just out of the fight. Okay, I'm going to place 2 cubes in the attack speed because I'm going for maximum strength here. I'm also playing this as if I haven't alerted. Okay, sorry, I guess I should put this. That's who I'm targeting, is this first sword orc. So let's roll the dice to see if that sword orc flips. And it does. Okay, let's roll the dice for the next sword orc. It does not. What about the axe orc? It does not. What about the bow orc? It does. That's probably not what I wanted. Okay, so note that because I targeted this orc, and you do select it before you roll the tactics die, it flipped to its maneuverability of 2 side, and I'm attacking with a speed of 2. I was hoping it was going to stay on this side, and there would be a maneuverability of 1, and I would just hit it. I do have to roll the dice to see if I take out the sword orc, or at least hit it. So I got lucky. My worst was not lucky. It's all because of superior tactics. It's a hit if the speeds are equal. Maneuverability of 2, attack speed of 2. That's a hit, and I do 1, 2, 3, 4 damage, but armored, so it reduces it by 1. 1 sword. Okay, so that's 3 damage modified by the ranged attack dice. So that's a 0. Now, it is worth noting the archer has a special ability that says you can re-roll one of those orange dice each time you roll to see where you placed your arrow. In this case, this is 3 damage on a monster that takes 2 damage, so the monster dies. There's no reason to re-roll that. You'll find when you fight guardians that often you're re-rolling to try and increase your damage. Okay, why didn't these orcs attack me? They didn't attack me because I'm hidden. So they have no target. They were sitting around the campfire when one of their buddies got plucked by my arrow. The other 3 immediately start looking for me. I have to roll to just try to stay hidden. Let's go ahead and roll these dice and then we'll explain. So it's worth noting. So I rolled a success, right? No monster symbol is equal to success. If I had rolled this one symbol, normally the sneak action earlier in the turn allows me to ignore one of these red symbols. However, when you are in combat and you are hiding at the end of an ambush, you do not get the benefit of a sneak action. Okay, that said, I got lucky. I'll just say it, and I remain hidden. So these orcs, still in the clearing, have no idea where I am. I'm going to move right down the line and try and take out another sword orc. And I am going to leave these the same way. Now, one could ask, Scott, why are you playing so much strength on this longbow? The reason I am is because they're armored and have a value of 2. Now, if I was targeting this orc, I probably would go more for speed. And I'd keep one of these cubes, one of these might cubes off. But in this case, I want maximum tension on that bow to make sure that this orc dies. Okay, again, we go back to tactics. The sword orc does flip, so only as I target them do they flip to their faster maneuverability side. The axe orc flips, all right, and the bow orc flips. Okay, so again, I'm hidden, so none of these attacks matter. We merely process my attack 2 versus attack speed 2 versus maneuverability 2. Let's roll the dice to see if I hit. Ignore that orange dice, and I miss. So because of his change in tactics, my arrow missed the mark. We're at the end of the round, and now we are rolling to see if I maintain my hidden status. Well, and that's unfortunate. I now am in the clearing. I failed my hide. This comes off, right? And I'm now these all 3 of these orcs are going to target me. So how do I want to play this? This is the one that scares me the most. Is this 2? Now it's worth noting if the bow orc hits me, that's 1 damage. I'll be okay. I'll just take a wound because I have 3 hearts. But if either of these hit me without any armor, this one does 3 damage, this one does 4 damage. Since that equals or exceeds my number of hearts, I think that's that's trouble for me. Okay, so let's what do we want to do here? So number 1 is we're going to remove one of those cubes to give myself a little bit of maneuverability. Boy, this is rough. And I can't run away because I tactically made the decision not to target this bow orc, and it now flipped over. And with no armor, I'm in a hot spot here. I might go after this guy, and I would kill him first. And by killing him first, and the reason is 2 attack speed versus 2x attack speed, which means my attack length of 30 versus its 8 would mean I go first and most likely kill it. The problem is this only 1. There's a good chance this sword orc hits me. So what are the odds of 2 monsters missing me before 1? Yep, I'm gonna go this way. We're gonna give this a shot. Again, let's roll to see if they change tactics. No. The axe orc? No. And the bow orc? No. Okay, so that was a good roll for me. Again, arrange these in attack speed order. I like to do that just to keep it simple. 2, 1, 0. My attack speed of 2 ties this one. Attack length of 30 versus attack length of 8. For the axe orc means my attack goes first. I'm attacking with speed 2 against a maneuverability of a maneuver speed of 0, which is an automatic hit. So I don't need to roll these dice. I am doing 1, 2, 3, 2 damage, right? 1, 2 for the cube plus a sword minus a sword because armored. We roll the dice to see how that changes. and I get a great shot. Again, no reason to use my reroll ability because this kills the Axe Orc, which is good because that's the one monster that was a guaranteed kill. I'm still in danger. This one attack, I have to roll at least one blank, and the reason being attack speed 1, maneuver speed 1. If I roll the hit if equals symbol, then this sword orc connects with me. Now, I didn't even need to roll anything. In this case, that's a hit. This causes 3 damage because I'm unarmored. 1, 2, 3, killing the dwarf archer. Now, if I had a single piece of armor, maybe I had a leather vest or a leather helm or even an iron helm, then what a fundamentally different situation. I would lose a cube in a wound. The armor would either be damaged or destroyed, and we'd be right back at it. That's a great example of the value of having armor on your hero. That's why I usually tell new players choose the side of the card that has a little bit of armor to it. In this case, leathers. If I had chosen this side, then we might be having a fundamentally different conversation. Unfortunately, I didn't. Hope you enjoyed the video, folks.